Hi everyone and welcome to this Pilates class. Today we're going to focus on slow and controlled movement, and we're going to be adding another element, some strength. So I'm going to be using a set of light hand weights. Mine are about 1.5 kilos, and trust me, it doesn't weigh much, but you will feel it. If you don't have any light hand weights, I would suggest maybe using some tins. It won't be as heavy, but you'll still get a good workout in. So I'm just going to put this aside for now, and then we're going to get started on the mat in a 4-point kneeling position. So I want you to make sure that your hands are underneath your shoulders, knees are underneath your hips. And then we're going to start with some cat-cow. So you're going to exhale, you're going to take your gaze towards your navel, and you're going to scoop in the abs, pushing the floor away with your hands, looking toward your belly button. Inhale, you're going to look up, lengthen, arching the spine, looking forward. Exhale, take your gaze towards your navel, flexing the spine, scooping in the abs. Inhale, look up, lengthen, feeling nice extension of the back. Exhale, gaze towards your navel, pushing the floor away, feeling some protraction of the shoulder blades. And then you're going to inhale, come back to a neutral spine. We're going to warm up the arms now. So I want you to slightly shift forward, and then you're going to lower the chest down, bringing the elbows in towards the waist. Exhale, press back up. So you're keeping that core engaged, that belly button to spine. And then you're focusing on those triceps. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower that chest down. Drawing the ribs down towards the hips. Very good. Let's go for another 2. Last one. Lift up. Very good. Press back to a quick shoulder stretch. And then we're going to take the weights in the hands. So you should feel a little bit of warmth now. And we're going to come down to the middle of the mat. Make sure your feet are planted on the mat. They're about hip distance apart. And your knees are bent. Let's take the weights in our hands now, and we're going to extend the arms so that they're parallel to the mat. We're coming into half roll back. So you're going to exhale, you're going to tuck the pelvis under and start rolling back into your C curve. Make sure you're scooping in the abs. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, rolling back into that C curve. And lifting and lengthening. So you're keeping the feet on the mat. I want you to really focus on scooping in the abs. Whew, the arms are going to get tired. Okay, exhale, roll back, tucking the pelvis under. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, roll back. Very good. Let's do another 2. Last one. Lifting up. You can take the weights down just for a moment. Just roll out the shoulders, just taking a quick break, and then lift them back up. You're going to roll back into your half roll back. We're going to turn the palms to face each other. And then we're going to pull the right arm in, flexing the elbow coming into our row. Inhale, lengthen it again. Exhale, pull coming into our row. And we're just alternating sides, making sure, scoop in those abs. Don't lose that core connection. We want to be working the core here. We're working the back, working the arms. Last one. Lift up, drop the weights, take a nice shoulder roll. And then we're going to lift the weights back up, palms facing each other, rolling back into the half roll back. I want you to open the arms and then close. So inhale to open, exhale, close. Look at that belly, scooping in the abs. Okay, belly button to spine. Staying back in the half roll back. Your upper body isn't moving, so you're not opening up the arms and moving that upper body. Everything is still besides those arms. Slow and controlled. It's burning. Let's do one more. Close, lift up, drop those weights, roll out the shoulders. Taking a quick break. It's getting hard. Okay, you're going to lift up those arms again. Make sure the palms are facing down. And then you're coming back into the half roll back, scooping those abs. You're going to lift the arms to the to the ceiling. Lower back down. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Remember, the upper body is not moving. It's just those arms. Scooping those abs. Don't forget about them. The arms are working hard, but so are the abs. It's keeping everything stable. Okay, let's do another 2. Last one. And then we're going to roll all the way down onto our back. You can shift down a little bit, bring the heels in a little bit. We're coming into our chest press. So bring the elbows out to the side. Make sure that the elbows aren't in line with the shoulder. You want them a little bit lower. And then you're going to draw those shoulder blades together, opening up the chest. Exhale, press those weights up. Inhale, lower. So focus on that chest squeeze. Very good. Working those pec muscles that often get forgotten if you are a woman. Okay, let's go for another 2. Squeeze. Last one. Lower back down. We're going to lift the weights up, turn the palms to face each other, and then we're coming into our chest fly. So you're going to open, close. So really keep that core connection, stabilizing those weights. Exhale, press up. Inhale, lower. Let's go for another 3. Last 2. Last one, hold it low. You're going to circle the weights towards the hips and lift up into your ab curl, scooping in the abs, creating that intra-abdominal pressure, so sinking that belly button towards the spine. Inhale, lower back down, weights come out to the side. Exhale, lift up. Inhale, lower back down. So you're sliding the ribs down towards the hips. Gaze is towards the thighs, so you're not looking towards the ceiling. Putting extra strain on the neck. Very good. Let's go for another 2. Last one. Hold it here. Scoop in those abs, intra-abdominal pressure. We're going to turn the palms to face downwards. You're going to exhale, lift the weights to the ceiling, not overhead, but above the chest. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift, gaze towards the thighs. You're not moving the upper body. Upper body stays still. Okay, keep that intra-abdominal pressure, belly button to spine. Okay, let's go for another 3, 2, 1. Lower it down. Just rest that head for a minute. Shake out that neck. And then we're going to come back up. Palms facing down. You're going to exhale. Lift one foot off the mat into tabletop as you bring the weights up. Inhale, lower. Exhale, the other side comes up to tabletop. So keep that core engaged. Very good. Belly button to spine. I know the neck is getting a little bit sore. We're going to rest it soon. Okay. Let's go for another 2. Last one. Lower the foot back down. Lower the head. Just take a nice head shake here. Releasing the neck. And then we're going to lift up into our ab curl again. I want you to bring one leg to tabletop at a time, imprinting the spine towards the mat so that lower back is pressed to the mat. You're going to bring the weights above the chest and you're going to bring them together. We're going to extend the right leg and then switch. Coming into single leg stretch, gaze towards the thighs, scoop in the abs, keep that intra-abdominal pressure. Exhale as knee comes in, inhale as you switch. Okay, we're going to add on to this. Neck is getting sore, so we're going to pull the knee in and rotate the torso towards that flexed knee. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale as you twist. So you're lifting up and over. I want you to focus on that lift and that twist. Keep that body still, that pelvis still, and focus on that rotation in the torso. Let's go for another 2. Last one. Bring it in, lower the head and neck. Whew. Lower the feet back down one at a time, and then the weights come down. Okay. Whew. We worked the abs nicely there. We're going to come into some side planking, but it's not going to be as bad as you think. We're going to do the easier version. So come down onto your side, and then you're going to be on your right forearm. So try and stick to the same side that I am working. I want you to bring your knees together, hips are stacked, feet are in line with the pelvis. Take a weight in your left hand. I want you to press up out of the shoulder, out of that side waist. Take that weight. You're going to exhale, lift the pelvis up, lifting the arm up towards the ceiling. Inhale, lower back down. Exhale, lift. So you're not staying on the ground. You're just tapping that pelvis down and lifting it back up. Exhale, lift. Squeezing those obliques. Same side obliques. Make sure that the neck is in line with the spine. Okay, let's go for another 2. Slow. 1, hold it up here. Little pulses up with the hips. Little exhales as you pulse up. Squeeze those obliques. Squeeze that side waist. Very good. Last 2. 1. Lower back down. Take a little stretch here. Releasing that side waist. And then you're going to lower back down onto your right forearm. Take the weight behind your left knee. You're going to bend that right leg in a 90-degree angle, and also the top leg. So let's get our form right before we make any movement. You're squeezing that weight. You're pressing up out of that shoulder, out of that side waist. I want you to keep this good form because this is going to engage your core. And your core is going to be working just as hard as the glutes in that leg. Okay, so press up. Make sure that your head is in line with your spine. You're going to exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Very good. Working those glutes, working the core. Think of that rib-hip connection. So if you need that tactile reference, you can take it. Okay, let's go for another 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it up about hip height. Flex that foot. Inhale, take it forward, flexing at the hip. Exhale, take it back, extending the hip, but not arching the back. So you're keeping that ribbed hip connection. Inhale, forward. Exhale, back. Slow and controlled. We want to feel the nice burn in the leg. Okay. Stay with me. Squeeze that glute as you take it back. Last 2. Last 1. Hold it back. Take that other weight and bring the arm, the hand towards the hip. You're going to take the bottom hand, take it towards the top corner of your mat. And then you're going to press into the floor, lifting up into a tricep press. Reach that weight away. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. So that leg is holding. It's an isometric hold. It's working hard. Core is working hard. Triceps are working hard. Okay, last 4. Stay with me. 3, 2, 1. Lower it down. Little pulses up with that leg. Getting into the glutes. Finishing it out strong. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it in. Whew, tap up that leg or that glute. And then we're going to continue working this leg. So keep that weight behind your left knee and then come up into 4-point kneeling position. Knees under hips, hands under shoulders, and I want you to make sure that you're on your right forearm. So squeeze that weight, flex that foot, exhale, press that foot towards the ceiling, inhale, lower. So take a peek down. Are those hips square towards the mat? Make sure they're square and that there's equal weight between your left hand and your right leg, the supporting hand and leg. Okay, squeeze that glute at the top. Engage that core, slide the ribs down towards the hips. Let's go for another 3, 2, 1. Hold it up. Take the knee to the elbow and then press it back up. So really hold onto that glute. Don't lose it. Onto that weight. Don't lose that weight. Inhale. Exhale to press it back up. Keeping the pelvis as stable as possible. Last one. Press it up. Little pulses up to finish it out here. Last 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower that knee back down. Take the weight out. Press back to a nice, well-deserved shell stretch. Just stretching out the glute here. Feeling a nice release. And then we're going to do the other side. Starting with our side plank. So we're going to be on our left forearm now. Make sure you take the weight in your right hand. Knees are bent, feet are in line with the pelvis. Hips are stacked. Press up out of that shoulder, out of that sideways. Grab that weight. And then you're going to exhale, lift. Lifting that weight to the ceiling. Inhale, lower, tap, lift. So you're not staying down on the mat for too long. And we're working those obliques. Ipsilateral obliques. Same side obliques. Okay. Keep that core engaged. Belly button to spine. Last 3, 2, neck in line with spine. 1, hold it up. Little pulses with that hip. Little hip dips. Exhale as you press it back up. Last 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower it down. And then press up. Coming into a stretch. Releasing the side waist. Okay. Let's go into our sideline work. So I want you to take the weight behind your right knee. Bring it in line with the hip. Flexing that foot. And then your left leg is going to be bent in a 90-degree angle. Make sure that your elbow is under your shoulder. Press up out of the shoulder, out of the side waist. Draw in that core. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Okay. Got that good foundation. Tuck under of the pelvis. Head is in line with the rest of the spine. Let's go for another 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift it about hip height. Inhale, take it forward. Exhale, press it back. Remember, don't arch in the back. Keep that rib to hip connection. Keep that upper body still. The only thing that's moving here is your leg. Try and keep the pelvis still. Try and not rock in the pelvis. Let's go for another 4. Squeeze that glute as you take it back. Last 2. Last 1. Hold it back. grab your other weight, take your hand towards the top corner of the mat, a bit further away from your shoulder, and then you're going to take that weight, stretch it forward, exhale, lift, crunching in the obliques, inhale, lower. So you're keeping that leg up in that isometric hold. It's working hard, core's working hard. Remember to draw that belly button to spine. Using that tricep to press. Last 4. Neck in line with the rest of the spine. 3, 2, 1. Lower it down. Little pulse it up with that leg. Legs are shaking. Woo! Last 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower it down. Woo! Tap out that glute. Okay. Nearly finished. We are nearly finished for today's class. So I want you to come up into your 4-point kneeling position again. And then we're going to lower down onto our left forearm. Make sure that the weight is secure there. Coming into our donkey kick, flex that foot. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. So remember to keep that rib tip connection. You're sliding those ribs down towards the hips. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Squeeze that glute at the top. That mind to muscle connection. Last 2. Last 1. Hold it up. You're going to externally rotate that leg. Take the knee towards the elbow. Exhale, press it back up. Inhale, externally rotate. Exhale, press it back up. Stay with me. Think of squeezing that glute. Okay. Let's go for another 3, 2, 1. Hold it back. Little pulses up with that leg. Last 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower that knee back down. Take that weight out. Press back to a well-deserved shell stretch. Just stretching out the glute. Okay. You can lift up. Take that left knee between the hands. Coming into your pigeon. Make sure the hips are square. Lifting up through the spine. Lower back down. Stretch out that glute. Just calming the nervous system down after today's class. Feeling a good stretch. And lower the glutes down to the mat. Flex that right foot. Take the left hand up to the ceiling, lift and lengthen the spine, then fold over to the right. Release that. Bend that right leg in. You're going to swivel over to your pigeon again, lifting up, lengthening the spine, folding over, releasing. Feeling a nice glute stretch. Make sure that your hips are level. And then you're going to lower down onto your glutes again. That right hand up to the ceiling, lift up, lengthen the spine, fold over towards the left. Some nice lateral flexion of the spine. And then you can release that and then come to seat in the middle of your mat. And that's it for today's class, guys. I hope you have enjoyed this class with the weights. It wasn't too difficult today, so I hope you got through it well. And if you have enjoyed this class, please give me a like, comment down below, let me know what you'd like to see next, and don't forget to subscribe. And I'll see you on the next video. Bye guys.